Howdy, hi, hi, hey, everybody. How's it going? How's it doing? How you do? That's wrong. There we go. Howdy, hi, hi, hey. Can everybody hear me? Is everything good? Umbreon's coming! Leafeon's coming! And the EVs! We're gonna have a full team of EVs and it's gonna be glorious. It's glorious. Umbreon's skirt is adorable. Appeal-orama! Eevee's Empire. Look at his big Eevee. I love it. No. Foul play or mean look. Appeal! You can taunt. Oh no. Goal scoring speed increased for 10 seconds. Oh, that's rough. So you can taunt before you score. That's evil. I love it. Eevee, big Eevee. Maximum appeal, insta score. And of course, it's on Shiver City again because we just can't get enough of this map. We have a whole month. It's happening now.
Hello, everybody.
Right now.
Resident Content Cowboy here.
Leafeon gameplay. I believe that is. There's this. Gosh, YouTube, why? And this. So I don't know the Leafeon gameplay. So let's look at this.
Play Leafeon in advance of its release, and they wrote a bunch of information about it as well as put out a ton of videos, so I wanted to go through all of that with you right now. This is looking pretty sweet, and I kind of saved a lot of it so that I would be surprised along with you. Even though
I am also being surprised.
Leaks, we kind of know about the moves and all that
I have
stuff,
not been following the leaks, so this is going to be a brand new thing for me.
So here are my fresh eyes. Oh, by the way, I'll have a link to this website in the description. This is translated from Japanese, so some of it's going to be a little, wonky when they do the auto translation, but we'll get hopefully a ton of good information here about Leafeon. The other day, I participated in the new Pokemon Blackie and Leafeon
Umbreon
trial
and
event.
Leafeon trial event.
In this article, I'll introduce the recommended combination of Leafeon's moves and items.
Yeah, sure it is.
For the EV Festival.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
4v4, which, by the way, I think should be really fun. Just like Eevee versus Eevee, and now we're gonna have 5 Eevees, so you're gonna see 5 Eevee teams, and I'm very much here for it.
I hope so.
Leafeon is scheduled to hit on Pokemon Unite June 8th. I get asked this a lot, so June 8th is when Leafeon hits, and then of course next week, the 25th, is when Umbreon makes its way to Pokemon Unite. It is normal attack range proximity, so it's melee range. Battle style is Speedster. Is the 25th. I get asked this a lot, so June 8th is when Leafeon hits, and then of course next week, the 25th, is when Umbreon makes its way to Pokemon
June
Unite.
8th.
It is normal attack range proximity, so it's melee range. Battle style is Speedster. Classification is attack, so it's an attack-based Speedster. Leafeon is a speed-type Pokemon that specializes in surprise attacks. Her moves are derived from levels 4 and 6 and learns to Unite at level 8. Her special traits and enhanced attacks allow her to quickly approach her opponents, and her skills inflict great damage on them. So, it sounds very bursty, speedster type Pokemon. Lots of speedsters are very bursty.
One would assume.
Let's take a look at this. This is the trait gauge. This could be, I'm guessing this is their passive charging up, or maybe they're boosted. Let's see. Trait. When you're not in the grass, the Yorikusu gauge builds up, and I'm guessing that stands for something.
I have no idea.
You know what? Let me try to find out what this word means. Interesting. The definition I'm getting is something about bewitching apparition.
Mana?
What could that be?
So it's a mana gauge?
I mean, from looking at it, I would guess it would be something like chlorophyll, right? Or leaf guard as its passive. But anyway, let's continue and let's learn about this here. When you're not in the gauge builds up. When the gauge is full, movement speed increases. That sounds like chlorophyll to me. When you fill up the gauge, normal attacks become boosted attacks. Oh wow, so when you're out of tall grass, all your normal attacks become boosted? If you use a powerful attack, you'll get closer to your opponent. This sounds like something that Talonflame does with its boosted, something that Zacian does with its boosted, so it kind of heat sinks onto your opponents right there. It becomes easier to hit the opponent with this technique. Basically, it's important to use Leafeon to build up the gauge and act as it approaches the opponent with enhanced attacks. I wonder how long it takes to build this gauge up. So let's take a look here. This is showing the Unite move off. Unite technique is a ranged attack that hits every time, so it's a sure hit move. And we can see them dash onto this Glaceon with.
Looks like it's some kind of leaf blade.
It targets it directly there, and then we have it jumping in for its attack right here as well.
One level difference, so it does just do a lot of damage.
Espeon, big critical hit right there. How much damage was that? That critical hit was 1,200 damage.
Plus a couple of extra ticks.
It looks like that move critically hit, right? That wasn't its boosted. I think that was its move that critically hit.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
move
cool.
crit.
So it has a move that critically hits.
So scope lens.
Is Emerald Double Beat. Pounces on the target, dealing damage and slowing move speed. After that, it jumps and lands vigorously, dealing damage to the opponents within range. So it hits them first, slows them, and then you bounce on them. You might be able to eject button out of this range. The closer you are to the center, the more damage that you deal. Leafeon's Unite move is a surefire move. Pounces, inflicts damage. All right, let's see. It looks like this is basically the same thing that they're saying. It's very easy to use Unite move because it always hits, except for probably the second, pop of damage there, right? Let's take a look at its next moves here. Leaf Cutter and Tsubamagashi type.
Tsubamagashi.
I'm sure that's something. Leaf Cutter is a technique that attacks by throwing leaves in a fan shape. So we've seen this before, obviously. Throwing leaves in a fan shape from the spot. The other move is a technique that quickly moves in a specified direction. Yep. It's a combination that deals lots of damage to the enemy by quickly approaching with a strengthened attack, attacking with cutter and falling back.
Is that a boosted attack?
Let's take a look at this footage right here. Dashing in, doing damage. So we can see its gauge building up. It does take a little
dash,
while
then
for the
a
gauge to build
leaf.
up, but you're not in tall grass that often, right?
Oh, and they stay there.
Reason to go into tall grass with this Pokemon.
Okay. Send them out. They stay there.
You're gonna get this gauge a lot,
and they go back to you.
And it doesn't seem to be going down.
Interesting.
Maybe it starts to go down once.
Can you call it back whenever you want? You can.
But it looks like this gauge is just charged up for a considerable amount of time. Oh, that's cool that the leaves return. I'm just now noticing that. Throw them out. They sit there.
Do you get the gauge? Do you lose the gauge for using it? Is that what gives you the dash? Maybe. No, it was empty when they used it. Interesting.
All right, let's take a look at this.
So that's just the normal version then.
The video. Leaf Cutter fires 5 leaves, dealing damage. The leaves stuck in the ground for a short while, but if you use the move again, you can return the leaf to yourself.
So if you leave it there the whole time, it does more damage. And you get a shield if all 5 hit. Interesting. So use it up close. So you want to use it second then. And you can get 2 shields from it. Interesting. It's looking a lot like Better Zera right now.
Leaves hit, you get a shield. Oh, can we see the shield effect? Let's take a look at the video right here. See if we can see the shield effect happen.
Yep, there you get the shield. Not on the way back because they died.
I think they hit in this one right here, though. I want to see
the
shield.
Didn't get all 5. Do you get all 5 on the way back? Yes.
Nice. Oh, I thought
there's a pretty hefty amount of shield.
I think it's just from these leaves right here. That's a really sweet move. I wonder. I'm guessing if they just walk on them inside of battle too, they take damage. Whew, this is gonna be pretty sweet. Okay. Leaf Cutter's move.
They don't. The shield doesn't last very long. I'll say that.
It after approaching an opponent with a strengthened attack, it becomes easier to hit. The shield effect has two chances when you fly the leaves and when you return them. So you have multiple chances to get a shield here. And then this is the dash move, and I think this is Aerial Ace. I could be wrong here, but I think this is its Aerial Ace dash move, and it looks like
to retreat.
It looks like it's a. Is the first one a sure hit? No, it doesn't look like it.
Looks like just a dash.
The cast range there for that first leaf move, and then this seems to be just a dash that you get to control in a direction.
It looks like just a dash.
Here.
You get
and your
2?
Gauge is completely dissipated after this boosted attack is used. Interesting. So your gauge does go away from something that you're doing.
So it is a boosted attack. When you're out of a bush for long enough, you get a boosted attack.
That actually gets rid of your gauge right there. Let's see. It slashes with a quick movement.
Swallow.
Inflicting damage to opponent's Pokemon. Increase the damage of your next normal attack after using this move. The maximum number of times the move can be held is 2, so you have 2 dashes right there. After using Leaf Cutter,
So it's Fury Cutter from Zorua.
The position of the leaf and the opponent. Also, by leaving 1 out of 2 times unused, it'll be easier to escape. Yeah, so you just have multiple dashes that you're able to use to move around. And now we have Solar Blade and Leaf Blade type.
And that's just a move? It's not even the ult.
Razor Leaf and Aerial Ace, meaning this
it's
is
fast
Solar
too,
Blade
jeez.
Leaf Blade right here that we can see in this video. Solar Blade deals a lot of damage. It's
So
very powerful.
walking into
Also,
a bush
if
doesn't
Leaf Blade
lose
hits,
your
you can
boosted
fill up your
gauge.
It's an
Noted.
offensive
You don't
combination
lose
to
it for
quickly
walking
activate
into a
Solar
bush.
Blade after accumulating the gauge. Oh,
Interesting.
So we have kind of a reset going on here. Let's take a look at it. Use Solar Blade, use this move, you quickly fill your gauge, yeah, and then you have this move charged up again. You have Solar Blade charged up again. Looks like that deals a lot of damage. That's 1,500 damage at level 7 with Solar Blade. That's a lot. Like that's a big chunk.
Looks like it.
Right
It looks like you charge it after though.
It's a nice move.
You when you next time you press it, you have to charge it.
That's a big dash too. It's a dash with an area attack around it for Leaf Blade. Let's look at the damage on Leaf Blade. I want to see it one more time. It also charges up your gauge, which seems to be extremely important. Yeah.
Well, that's like
Wow,
300-400. So that's like
really cool.
12-1300
Solar Blade deals a lot of
damage.
damage. It's
Dang.
very powerful. Leaf Blade hits, you can fill up the gauge. It's an offensive combination. They quickly activate Solar Blade after accumulating the gauge. It's a powerful ranged attack, Solar Blade. Let's see.
Looks like you can
I'll
basically
take
do
a
it
look at
while
the damage here.
moving.
When you use this move, the sword begins to fill with light. If you use this move
can't,
again,
but
after
it's
you
so
begin to fill with
so
light,
fast.
Swing your sword down in the specified direction, dealing damage to your opponent's Pokemon. The longer the light stays in, the more damage, so you can charge this up more. If you use it when your gauge is full, you can immediately swing down your sword with maximum. Oh, so you don't even need to charge it. And the waiting time after using this move will be shortened here. Okay, so it looks like Solar Blade and another move is on sort of your gauge, and the other one helps charge it up in some fashion. Solar Blade, like Lucario's Power-Up Punch, increases damage by charging, so let's charge up for a certain period before using it. If you use it when your gauge is full, it'll have maximum charge, but the waiting time is also shortened. Leaf Blade fills the gauge, as we kind of saw in that first video right there. After dashing, slash the surroundings with sharp leaves while spinning, dealing damage. Hitting a leaf does more damage than inside, giving a slowing effect. Hitting a leaf does more damage than inside, giving a slowing effect. So if they're on the outside,
I see. So the outside gives a slow.
It's hard to see. The numbers go so fast. But okay. Leaf Blade can fill the power gauge when it hits. Therefore, it's very compatible with Solar Blade. It's a useful move when approaching enemies or avoiding attacks. Very cool. So yeah, it does feel like they have sort of 2 different setups right here, especially for charging up your gauge so that you can.
There's high mobility and there's high burst, it seems.
They talk about some compatible battle items: Muscle Band, Razor Claw, Energy Amplifier with a eject button. It's a speed type Pokemon that specializes in surprise attacks. We recommend her.
No scope
possessions
ones?
such as
Shame.
Power Headband, Sharp Claws, and Energy Amp.
It seems like Leaf Blade can crit.
Other items they recommend: Float Stone. That kind of makes sense given that it's kind of moving around in combat very fast. Dumbbell, aka an attack weight, and a scope lens. It was getting some critical hits, so that could be really, really nice. We have the checkered style Leafeon Hollowware that's also coming to the game. All of the EVs, I believe, will have checkered style by the time this drops, right? By the time Leafeon's in the game, I think they all have checkered style. So this is very cool. I think I'm most excited to try Razor Leaf. I think this looks really cool, and the ability to sort of recall this and bring it back to you, give yourself a shield, could set up some really exciting moments inside of combat. Let me know which movesets are the most exciting to you inside the comments. What do you think about this Pokemon? What do you think about the Unite move? I would love to hear all of your thoughts. Again, I'll have a link to this in the description.
Leafeon looks just like Better Zera. That's just what they look like.
Leafeon.
It just seems like better Zera right now. Now we can look at these. ¿Listos? Yeah. ¿Listos? Yeah. Hey, look, in-game sounds. It's a Sobble. When do they become Drizzile? That is. Yep, it is the sound bug is back. They made them super loud. Hate that. Ojos llorosos. I think that's baby doll eyes. It might be. It might be something else. I don't know. So they do have water gun of some kind. It's either water gun or some other move I don't know, like water pistol. What were the options there? Acrobatics, it looks like, and Aguijón Letal. So killer something. Kill shot, maybe? I don't know. Weird that it walks on all fours and then it gets up to attack. He just throws the points in. Ba-da-da-da. Oh yeah, I didn't change the title. Whoops. Whoops. So I'm just kind of waiting for the next evolution here. So Hydro Ariete. I think that's Hydro Pump, maybe, or like something similar. Disparo Certero. I'm not sure what that is. I imagine that's probably the signature move of some kind. Yep, it's the sniper move. I'll be honest, the finger guns even lamer than I thought they would be. And it looks like it is just. It is just. What's it called? I've just completely forgotten. Spirit Shackle. It looks like it's literally just Spirit Shackle Decidueye. The invisibility is new. That's new. Score animation. There, yeah, what a surprise. This is exactly, it's just Decidueye, but again. Right. Yeah, it's just Spirit Shackle Decidui. That is... I am detecting nothing else of interest. He's invisible, and he doesn't have a stun or a dash or anything. So, it's just Spirit Shackle Decidui, but again. Except with even less ability to survive. And it looks like less range as well. But a heck of a lot more damage because their special attack now. That boosted just did special attack damage. Yeah. It looks like it might actually do less damage than Decidui though. But it gets Slick Spoon, so by default it doesn't. You missed. Not sure how the invisibility works. Looks like you reload over time? Yeah, it looks like it's just over time. Okay, and there it is. Yeah, it does... I can't tell if it's more damage or less than Decidui, since it's a trainer battle, but it's definitely comparable, except Slick Spoon, so it's definitely more. I'm not sure how the invisibility works yet. Da-da-da-da. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's a tether! Okay. Okay. Now that's interesting. That's gonna kind of suck on Thea Ruins though, because there's such wide areas with no walls in them. At least no helpful walls anyway. Alright. So the Unite move. Unless I missed it, I guess we just don't get to see it yet. Okay. So acrobatics. You jump towards an enemy and jump over. I don't know if you can influence the direction at all. Yeah, it is just a dash. It's looking an awful lot like double hit or something. Or like blaze kick. It looks like you can influence where you go. Because that was at an angle, right? Not really. We'll see, I guess. It's a cool idea. Hmm? Yeah, you can definitely influence the angle. I don't know if you can land anywhere, but you can definitely change where you land. Missed it. Okay. Let's take a look here at when they evolve and get their next move. Looks like it's just rapid fire. So it is just Decidui. You have the long range sniper and you have the close range bursts. you can even get your shots back while you're shooting. It looks like. I think those just make you do extra damage because it looks like you can still use your moves while you don't have any. Using your dash seems to just give you one automatically. Why do you crit so much? Why does he have so much crit? Every single one of those... Oh! Is that what that does? It might be that the reloading just gives you... Having a shot just means that you crit. I think that might be what it is. That's crazy. Alright, here's the ult. Alright, so it reveals all players in a range. Does it do anything else? Not sure. It looks like you really do not do a lot of damage if you do not crit. This character is made for you to always crit. Interesting. That's pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool mechanic. It does kind of suffer from Blissey syndrome, where you seem to just kind of get your shots back randomly unless you use your dash. The guaranteed reload from dash seems to be the saving grace of this character. Otherwise, you kind of just get it randomly. That is so much damage if you crit, jeez. I can't tell what the ult does either. Oh, it just gives you your shots back really fast. I see. Nice. Acrobatics does not go over walls. Now we know. Yeah, you really just do no damage unless you crit. If you don't have if you're not loaded, you just do nothing. Pew, 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 pew. Hi, Mobilus. Gonna love getting pew-pewed. That's an interesting mechanic to have to pay attention to. Interesting. I can't really tell if it would be fun yet. I'm not really sure. Because it feels like it's going to be very repetitive. I feel like it might just be very repetitive. Let's check out Blaziken, the fan favorite, the initial leak that everyone wanted and we never got. We finally have it. There's a little Torchic, look at him go! Look at him go. Oh, that's adorable. Alright, so it looks like it has Cinder's Blaze. Every time you hit them, they build up a little stack of fire. Does a lot of damage too. Looks like we've got Ember, we've got Takedown or Tackle or something. Jeez, you do so much damage early on. Maybe that's just because it's a bot game, but jeez, that's so much damage. Yeah. See, how come they get a Blaziken symbol, but Guja gets a Sliggoo symbol forever? What the heck? A full crit loadout for Inteleon. You don't even need the full crit loadout. It's pointless. You just put on Scope Lens, and your other 2 items are free. And I guess Energy Amp. Scope Lens, Energy Amp, and like a Slick Spoon. You're good. Maybe you'd forego the Energy Amp for like maybe a Wise Glasses. Probably choice specs if you're gonna run snipe build. Oh, that is quite the dash. Now you're Combuskin. Maybe it's Peck? Is that what that is? I don't know. Looks like that's Blaze Kick, I think is what that is. It shoves though, which is interesting. So eject button is going to be awfully rough because they can eject button behind you and then push you in. Is that just the ignite of some kind? Explosion? I'm not sure. I love it though. It's kind of like Scion's big old slam. It's also a lot like Ganondorf up tilt, which I love. Blaziken is Ganondorf now, and you will not convince me otherwise. Blaziken is just Ganondorf. I can't tell on their damage because it's this. Interesting. Was that a boosted? What was that? What was that? That was their Unite move. It's a little unremarkable, but you get it back every 5 seconds, so that's pretty dope. Blaziken is already awesome. I'm definitely loving Blaziken. Okay, so you can cancel. Interesting. You can cancel the burnout into Blaze Kick. But it looks like you just get the Blaze Kick. And you just get a Hadouken sometimes. After you Unite move, you just get a Hadouken or a Shoryuken. Awesome. I think it's Flame Punch or Fireball, maybe? That's interesting. Hadouken! And it does reset your move as well. But only once. Oh, interesting. He used his ult there, and it put him back to normal. Oh, I see. It just switches your moves entirely. So you just have 2 stances as this character. Oh, that's cool. And they don't share cooldown either. So it's like Serena, but full-on stance change. That's awesome. And strong. Could be bots. You never know. Unite every 5 seconds? Yeah, it is. Running full heal on every mage, I don't care. I know, right? I'm so happy. Umbreon comes out in like 5 days. Its Dragapult is a melee, I love it. It's not. It's more like, it's just Ganondorf. This is awesome. Oh, that scoring animation is sick. Google kick! He goes through it! Yeah, let's go! Finally we have one that goes through the hoop. Yes! Without just like falling through it like a basketball. See you, Casey. That is pretty dope. I wonder if the other moveset, oh no, you still get these moves. You still get the same moves. Oh no, he still just has these. Huh. I guess we only get the one game. What a shame. What were the other moves? Do they not have another moveset at all? Oh, they just don't have one. They just only have those moves. They only have those. Huh. Interesting. Have you seen the Leak Hollows yet? I have not. I have not seen the Leaked Hollowware yet. That's interesting.
Hello, everybody. Jake, your resident content cowboy here.
Alright. I'm back. What did I miss? Here we go. So we have Mime. Demeans. More like Ganondorf combined with Urshifu. Or Ganondorf combined with Ryu. Or Ken. Maybe that A9 skin though? I don't know, let's find out. We've got a little Comfey with a little satchel here. That's adorable. I like that. That's quite well done. Let's go! We've got French Pikachu. Pika! Da 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 da. I love that. That's adorable. French Pikachu. Shocks in French. Oh, that's amazing. So we've got the Mime here. We've got a very lovely recolor of Ninetales here, because I'm pretty sure this is just the... She has this skin, but in red. So, a little bit of a recolor here. We've got the Scizor Battle Passes coming out. It was Aegislash. It was Aegislash in the costume. So, Aegislash gets yet another cape. Apparently that's the theme. Pika skin may be a $40 one. $40 French Pika. Here's them in the early stages of existence. A tiny little on edge with a suit. Feels like it'll dull the cutting edge, but what do I know? And it's just the same thing, but twice. I don't know what I expected. It is a Doublade after all. Oui, oui. Oh, I am the French Pikachu. Let's go McDonald's skin. Oh, why the Hawaiian tie? Why is there a tie on? That's silly. That's silly. I'm gonna be late for Burger King. Ugh. Here's the Aegis Last picture that they teased us with. Liquidation. That's what it's called. Snipe shot, unite move. Not wrong. Reset level option in practice games, very nice. But you can see a silhouette. There's Blaziken, Leafeon, other stuff. That's awesome. This is such an awesome conflagration. Look at that. So these are the different versions of Leaf Blade. So it starts as this, and then midway through the move you can do this, and then at full power it's this. You start with Tackle of some kind, and it turns into some kind of aerial ace move. Got Leaf Blade, you've got the Unite move, you've got Leaf Cutter. I guess this is the starting move of some kind of... I guess not. Ah, this is the callback, and this is Leaf Cutter. This is Leaf Cutter, and this is when you call it back. This is the passive. This is Leafeon's passive. So this is probably adaptable. This will be Leafeon's passive. We start with Swift, as always. As is necessary for the EBs. They're making a new game mode. Besides Appealorama? You think the tower defense will have a leaderboard like Boss Rush? I hope so. That would be pretty dope. I feel you, Marvelous. I want the purple Ninetales too. Yeah, here's the tower defense buffs. Still not sure how this mode's gonna work, but I'm interested. So we can get critical damage up, we can get special attack up, regular attack up, attack speed up, we can get life drain, we can get our health up, we can get cooldowns reduced, and we can get a speed up somehow. Alright. That's awesome though. It's just skill change, so it's just a stance. Rip. Yeah, I heard about that. There we go. Look, there's a little Tinkaton in here. Look at that. So this is the tower defense then. Hoopa and Charmeleon are trying to stop. Oh no, Hoopa Unbound is trying to attack us. I see. It's trying to go in. Are we defending the Tinka Tough? It looks like that's a Tinka Tough. Or does it like it helps defend maybe? It looks like it helps defend. So they're going in, they die because they're supremely underleveled for this. Not entirely sure how you would win this. You're level 7 and that thing is clearly meant for like a level 9. Looks like their health bar is already half down, so they have not been doing well. But it's almost over. So, oh no, that's just the wave. So the wave is like 1/3 through. Oh, they're having a bad time. Interesting. This is cool. is the same thing, it looks like. So it looks like these are power-ups that... It looks like they cost EOS coins, and you can add them to your character? Why does it have to be EOS coins? Make it tickets or something. Stop it. Dudley Bird, you get presents. This looks like you have EOS energy still, in some way. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure how this works, or what that means. Unless you can swap characters. Tower Defense is the code name, yeah. And what are all the things we can fight? It looks like we can fight Paldean Tauros. Interesting. So this is where we're gonna get the Paldean Pokemon, because we got Paldean Tauros, we've got Bellibolt, we've got Flamigo, we've got Diggersby, Electrode. It looks like this is Hisuian Avalugg, I think. We've got Vespiquen, Zapdos, not Galarian Zapdos, sadly, Unbound Hoopa, and Regigigas. And we've got just a Tinkaton here, ready for action. Not a Tinkatuff, and not a Tinkatink. Because in this, it definitely is a Tinkatuff. You can see it has like the square hammer. So this is definitely a Tinkatuff. So that's odd. We're getting Inteleon. And the new level up sound, which we heard in the leaks. Na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na. Just like in the games. Ba-na-na-na. That's pretty neat. The game is finally starting to look like an actual finished game. Except for the balance. But, you know. Such is life. That's pretty neat. I think that's everything so far. Yeah, I'm super down for tower defense. That looks dope. Got 1,000 hours on BT6. Let's go. I've got like 20. You're annoyed of everything. Who cares? Ugh. I don't want to have to listen to Inteleon on 10,000 times decibels, but we're going to have to deal with that too. Inteleon is so loud. Sobble especially is so loud. I can't wait for Umbreon to be super loud here in a second. No choice. No chance. Dun, dun,